Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on last year's national champions, the James Madison Dukes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So James Madison's offense will go on the attack first. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. The 20, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dukes.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. UCLA, 0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So UCLA's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try to defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Lost to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Topping. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab at the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously execute.
Turning it on! Made a defender miss. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Bruins are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Hard running there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it down to the 36. He has 89 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's #2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Pryor. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it fly. Makes a grab on the shot. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Pryor. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Bruins with the 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Proctor. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, and watch out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Behind the chains now on second and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Proctor. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. The Dukes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Every journey begins with a... This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Hold on.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Connection to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the ground, it's Henderson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They go to the ground. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's past the 30, and they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
Gain of 21 on the play.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hard in the backfield. It's Pryor. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Pulls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for the...
Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Dukes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Brings up second down.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty.